Welcome back to CPH4K, and this is every weapon in XCOM 2 ranked. Now, I don't know if this list encompasses all the weapons that you can build or buy in XCOM 2, but it looks pretty extensive to me. So we're going to go right through it. And before I continue, I'd like to first say thank you for stopping by. If you could hit the like button and subscribe button, both would be really appreciated. It would help this channel grow a great deal. Thank you so much for doing so. Before I share my opinion on this tier list, I would like you to share this video on your favorite form of social media. You see what I did there? Yeah. Yeah, CPH4K is coming up in the world. Give them a round of applause. Yeah, I seamlessly transitioned that. Seamlessly. Alright. Alright, you didn't come for just the jokes. Let's go right through this list. Alright. I got some very interesting comments on previous lists. I'm curious what you guys will think of this. I'm trying to think of, okay, let's start with the basic stuff over here. Regular rifles. Ooh. Initially, I want to put them in okay. And I'll let you guys know why I want to put them in okay. You need something that does everything. You need something that does something close range. You need something that can do something far range. You need something that can do medium range. They're perfect all-arounders. So I'll put in cool weapon. Also, the tiers, best of the best, cool weapon, okay, could be better, and finally terrible. Now, okay, one last thing. I shouldn't have put terrible here because I should probably put something like situational. Anyway, regular rifles can go up to cool weapons. Yeah, they're okay. The thing about it is, if I can pick something else to take on a trooper besides a regular rifle, sometimes I just do it because they're a nice boost to my overall weapon damage output. But yeah, I'd say they're okay. They're necessary. Shotguns, cool weapon. Paired with the assault class, they're not just the assault class. We'll call it the ranger class. Paired with the ranger class, they're really useful. Now let's look at snipers. Last but certainly not least, I'd say snipers. You know, I give them a lot of flack during each of my playthroughs, but I consider snipers best of the best. They do a lot of damage. They can give on a very long range outside of the enemy's shot radius, so you're kind of protected that way. And you can do like cool things with sniper rifles that you can't do with the other weapons. But yeah, snipers they're really good. Like, I always give snipers a little bit of flack because, you know, I expect great things. And part of it's because the sniper rifle is so good. Okay, should we go on to that? I think we should go on to the green stuff. Yeah, the green stuff. Oh, I'm looking for the minigun, the auto gun. I don't see it on here. No, I don't see it. Huh. I see grenade launchers. Oh, well, we'll look at the grenade launcher then. The grenade launcher adds greater distance and a larger blast radius. Plus, the grenadier makes the grenade launcher super useful. Like, there's been missions that I would have absolutely lost if it wasn't for the grenade launcher, or I would have had a great deal of trouble because without the great deal night launcher. But I say the sniper's still a little bit better, so I'll put the sniper ahead of it. It can be. Oh, Grenadier cannons. Okay. We'll put it behind. They're okay. They do the job. You know, we'll put and could be better. They have such a bad accuracy, and they're sort of like regular rifles, but they don't have good accuracy. They have a penalty to accuracy, if I recall correctly. Sword. How do I put this nicely? It's a cool weapon, but at the same time, if you tell me, like, well, it's better than a sniper rifle, I would have to say, hold on. Because it puts you in danger, and it takes a lot of skill to get good with using the sword. To the point of me just saying, like, maybe you shouldn't use the sword. Maybe you should just use shotguns. Maybe you should use regular rifles to take out the enemy. Like, to me, a sword is like a pinpoint grenade, almost. If you get the accuracy up high enough on that soldier, with the sword, it can get to 100. So it's almost like a pinpoint grenade that always hits, always does a lot of damage, and always does it behind cover. But doesn't blow up any cover. So in many ways, it's weaker than a grenade. Pistols and autocannon. Pistols. This might surprise you. I consider them better than sniper rifles. Because you can move and shoot with them. You can do a lot of things with those pistols, man. Do not sleep on those pistols. Okay? Trust me. Those pistols are amazing. Do we want to just go to Psyamps and spark cannons, or do we want to go to... I say we go to Psyamps. And then we'll just go to the other DLC weapons. Then we'll go double back and go to sparks. You know, we'll do sparks. We'll do sparks before that. We'll do Psyamps. Psyamps. I consider them really cool. I'm initially putting in cool weapon. Let me think about it before I make a final decision. Psyamps allow you to mind control, use other mind control abilities, do psychic attacks on enemies, instantly kill them. Is less finicky than any other weapon on here. But you need a Psy soldier to do it, and... yeah. Because here's the thing. Getting a good Psy officer, it depends on which one's easier. What do you guys think is easier? Getting a pistol, someone good in a pistol, or getting someone good with a Psyamp? What do you guys think is easier? Because I think it's getting a Psyamp guy, because you just got to spend a few days in the thing. A pistol person, you have to make sure they're getting kills, they participate in missions. Actually, there's a lot of ways to train up someone. Because you can just put them in special training, I think. No, there's ways to boost in mission. But then you gotta do it in mission. I prefer doing it in mission. Oh, this is a hard one. You know what? For the versatility, Psyamps go up a bit. They're number one. Okay? Just for the versatility alone. I forgot, but I think there's a way to train someone up in the Geoscape. I forgot how we had to put them in there for a few days. Oh, no. I'm thinking about guerrilla training. Basic guerrilla training? Like, no. Yeah, Psyamps. It's Psyamps. Even if there is a way to get, like, quick soldiers there, Psyamps, they have the versatility. We're going to go with Psyamp. Spark cannons. Ooh, this is hard. This is very, very hard. And I'll tell you why it's hard. Let's take a moment and take it as a regular rifle. It does a little bit more damage than a regular rifle. It has the potential to blow up cover. It has various other good abilities. But it has accuracy. Does it have accuracy problems like a grenadier's? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it's better than a regular rifle. It's okay, but I'd still say it's not in cool weapon territory. Because cool weapon territory means it's good. You want to take it on every mission because it's so good, it's so fun. All right, let's take a look at the green ones, which are more advanced stuff. So mounted flamethrowers. Mounted rockets. Let's take a look at mounted shredders. Now, Stritz armor does damage. Cool weapon. Flamethrowers do the same, but also put people on fire. I'm going to put even above shotguns. I'm going to put those two above shotguns. Those are very useful in most situations. Mounted rocket. Oh. You know we had to put in the best of the best. I'll put it right here behind grenade launchers because it takes you a while to get a mounted rocket, and it's got to be on a luck base. Same thing with blaster launcher. Blaster launcher is stupid good in the late game. It blows things up. It just is beautiful. Always have a blaster launcher. I don't care what's going on. Always make room for a blaster launcher on your team. That goes for any game in the XCOM franchise. Always bring blaster launcher. I was about to say blaster launcher. And now it's up to the DLC weapons. Let's start the one I use the most. Frost Bomb. I put it up here because everyone can use it. It's a free turn to just sort of like put them out of the fight for a turn. It's great. It's sort of like, let me just make sure you're not a nuisance for at least a turn. Frost Bomb is perfect. I don't know if it goes past like one turn because I don't let people live past that turn. You know what I mean? Like very rarely do they live after that turn. Like the Frost Bomb up there. Axes. It's better than a sword, actually. It's better than a sword and a shotgun. Actually, no, let's put it below a shotgun. It's better than swords because you can use it at range for once in a mission, and then you can use it for melee throughout the entire mission. It does more damage than swords. So overall, because there's a throwing feature. Yeah, for the throwing feature alone. Shadowkeeper. It's good at getting you back in stealth. But I personally don't use it. And since this is my list, I'm going to put it at cool weapon, but behind axes and sword. Boltcaster. I'm going to put it below a regular rifle. Not because I don't like Boltcaster. Alright, here's my thinking with Boltcaster. Here's my thinking. And correct me if I'm wrong. It basically does a lot more damage than a regular rifle and most other weapons the time you get it, and even in late game when you get the more advanced versions. But it's a one-shot deal. And people like to miss on my team. So I can't really give it into like the better... I'll put it in situational, actually. It's situational. depending on what I'm trying to do with it. Because I very rarely use it. And I realized my situational tier had nothing in it. So I'll put that there. Ooh. Let's go into the new classes. Well, the new, it came out years ago, but the more advanced classes that you get with the DLC. Now, the Templar Blades. People were complaining about not putting the Templars higher. But like I explained in the thing, Templars, I wouldn't say they're situational, but when they're good, they're great. You know what I mean? Like, they're super useful. So to make it up for, I'm gonna put the Templar Blades. I'm gonna put, I would say, in cool weapons. Cool ones. I was about to put in the best of the best, but actually, yeah, we'll put in the best of the best. And we'll push the blaster launcher up here. Boom. We'll make it number 1. Because I made a big speech about it. Actually, I will. Because, you don't need special training with a blaster launcher to get the best out of it. The Ripjack. Funnily enough, it's so good. I don't know where to put it. I'm going to put it right here. In between the sniper rifles and the grenade launchers and the explosive rocket. Because it's sort of like a melee thing, but it's also sort of a range thing at the same time. It's a good combination. Because you can pull people in close, or you can pull yourself over there and hit them and do some damage. You always got the Ripjack ready. It doesn't do as much damage as the sword and the axe, but to make up for it, you can be much more flexible with it. Claymore. I mean, do I have to explain why? Do I have to explain why? I didn't think so. Skirmishers' bullpups. They can be fired multiple times, but their ammo is so bad. We'll put it in the lower tier of cool weapons. And, well, they don't do that. They do decent damage. We'll put it high. We'll put it at the highest. And okay. We're not taking them for the... Despite me liking the Reaper class, and despite the Reaper class being really good, I consider the weapon okay. My reason being is it doesn't do as much damage as a sniper rifle. Sometimes you have bad luck and you get exposed with it, and you get that Reaper completely screwed. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it okay. Okay, let's look at the Warlocks first. The Disruptor Rifle. Whew. For its cool features, it's going to be made into a cool weapon. Bottom tier of cool weapon. Because I always take it with me because of its nice features. And I don't know if it's still effective against psychic people like it was. Like, I remember when it first came out, it was super effective against psychic. But yeah, if you give it a nice ammo attachment to that soldier, like fire ammo, and you have a disruptor, they are just pain to every psychic. Or you give it EMP rounds so you can mess with psychics and robotic opponents. Overall, the disruptor is so good. It's what I want. It's what the regular rifles probably should have been, because the disruptor at the late game, because disruptor, it just puts stuff down. No matter how powerful it is, it just puts it down. The only thing like the big ones like the gatekeeper and like the sectopod are probably the only thing that's surviving against a disruptor. And like other high level stuff. But most things will fall to a disruptor. Maybe in a little bit, and if it doesn't default to it, it does so much damage that the next few hits will end it. The shotgun, yeah, it's better. It's so much better than the other shotguns. I don't even consider them in the same league, really. Assassin Sword has the same problems as the axe and the other weapons, but here's the thing: the sword does so much damage that I don't mind that it's not that good at range. And by at that point when you get the sword, you have ways to protect the guy. So yeah, the sword, it's better. This is just better. It does so much damage. Like you can't compare these two to that. That's a little bit unfair. Dark Lance. That is the sniper rifle. Yeah, it's so good. Oh man, I never go on missions without it though. That's how good it is. Like it's better. I think it's better than psychic weapons. Yeah, it's so good. Dark Claw. Yeah, it's right next to it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, those two weapons from the hunter, like he has the best weapons overall, but he's probably the weakest chosen. But he's got the best reward, so I always if you can take him early, take him early. You know what I mean? Like he's so good for your snipers. Yeah. Like I say always at many points in these videos, this is my opinion. This is my personal list. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section. I don't have to tell you guys that. You'll do it anyway. But if you could, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you want to see more lists on my channel, then go ahead and click on one of these thumbnails right now where I take a look at one of the popular subjects on my channel was the XCOM 2 enemy tier list, and that's really got a ton of views at this point. If you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and see that. And I also have an XCOM enemy unknown tier list that I also have, like the enemies from there. Go ahead and take a look at that as well. Let me know if you want me to do a combination of those two lists, because I can do a combination of that list in the future. But I think we've reached the end of the video. I'll see you in those two videos next, or in another video.